Your potential is a garden, and right now, in the soil of your daily life, there are silent, harmless-looking weeds growing. They don't look like threats. They look like normal habits, like caution, like entertainment, like friendship. But quietly, day by day, they are wrapping their roots around everything you want to grow, choking the life out of your future while you're too busy to notice. This isn't about blame or shame. It's about awareness. Because the most powerful changes you will ever make in your life are not the loud, dramatic announcements. They are the quiet, deliberate acts of removal. Today, we're not adding anything. We are going to identify 10 of these silent weeds, and we are going to learn how to quietly, ruthlessly pull them out. 1. The addiction to certainty. You have an idea, a side hustle, a creative project, a new skill you want to learn. But instead of starting, you plan. You research for weeks. You make spreadsheets. You watch endless tutorials. You tell yourself you're being responsible, but you are feeding an addiction. The addiction to knowing exactly how it will turn out. The philosopher Søren Kierkegaard warned that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. You are trying to understand forwards. You are trying to think your way into a future that can only be built through action. This isn't preparation, it's paralysis. It's like standing at the edge of a pool, reading books about fluid dynamics instead of just getting in the water. The brutal truth is that action is the only thing that creates clarity. You don't think your way into a new life, you act your way into it. Stop planning the whole staircase. Just identify the very next step, no matter how small, and take it today. Quietly trade the illusion of control for the real power of momentum. 2. Renting your self-worth. You post something online, a photo, an idea, a piece of your work, and then the cycle begins. You refresh the page, you check for likes, for comments, for validation. Your emotional state for the next few hours is now in the hands of a fickle, distracted algorithm and a crowd of strangers. You are renting your self-worth from a landlord who doesn't even know your name. This is the danger of an external locus of control, a psychological term for believing that your value is determined by outside forces. When you live for applause, you are a puppet, and you hand the strings to everyone else. Real power, real freedom, comes from building an internal locus of control. Create something, anything, and don't show it to anyone for 24 hours. A journal entry, a sketch, a business idea. Let it exist just for you. Feel what it's like to have its value be determined by you and you alone. Quietly reclaim ownership of your own validation. 3. The myth of later. I'll start working out on Monday. I'll save more money next month. I'll learn that skill when I have more time. We call this later, but its real name is never. Later is a fantasy land where all the hard work is done by a future, more motivated version of yourself that doesn't actually exist. Every time you push an important action to later, you are reinforcing a powerful psychological habit. You are teaching your brain that your goals are not a priority. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "While we are postponing, life speeds by." Your life is happening right now, in this moment. The time you have is not a renewable resource. Kill later with a 5-minute rule. Whatever you are postponing, do just 5 minutes of it, right now. Don't want to work out? Just put on your gym clothes. Don't want to write? Open a document and write 1 sentence. Quietly prove to yourself that action starts now, not in a mythical future. 4. Hidden energy leaks. You have a friend or a family member who, after every interaction, leaves you feeling drained, negative, and exhausted. They aren't necessarily bad people. They might be the chronic complainer, the subtle critic, or the person who only talks about their own problems. These are energy leaks. You wouldn't let someone come into your home and steal your money, yet we let people drain our most valuable resource, our energy, every day. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is a prerequisite for being useful to anyone. You don't need a dramatic confrontation. That's just more energy wasted. Just quietly become less available. Mute the group chat. Let your response time to their texts get a little longer. Politely decline the invitation. Quietly patch the leaks in your own bucket, and you'll find you finally have enough to water your own garden. 5. The poison of comparison. It's 2 a.m. You're scrolling through social media. You see someone from your high school buying their second home. You see an influencer on a beach in Bali. You see a colleague's promotion. And just like that, in the quiet of your room, you feel like a failure. You have just poisoned yourself. You are comparing your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's curated highlight reel. Theodore Roosevelt called comparison the thief of joy, and he was right. It's a game that is rigged against you, because there will always be someone who appears to be ahead. Go on a digital diet. Quietly unfollow or mute every account that makes you feel less than. It's not about them, it's about you. Then, start a gratitude practice. Every time you feel the urge to compare, force yourself to write down one thing in your own life that you are genuinely grateful for. Quietly replace the poison of envy with the antidote of appreciation. 6. The sickness of being right. You're in a discussion that becomes a disagreement. You feel a familiar fire in your chest. Your focus shifts from understanding the other person to dismantling their argument. You aren't listening anymore. You're reloading. You're fighting to win. This is one of the most socially acceptable addictions, the need to be right. We disguise it as a passion for truth, but it's often just the ego's desperate fear of being wrong. The psychologist Carl Jung warned that the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Our desperate need to be seen as correct and intelligent casts a dark shadow that consumes our ability to learn, connect, and grow. When your goal is to win an argument, you have already lost the possibility of a connection. The other person ceases to be a collaborator in the search for truth. They become an opponent to be defeated. This habit doesn't make you look smart, it makes you look fragile. The next time you feel that fire, that urge to prove your point, quietly take a step back internally. Ask yourself, is my goal to win, or is my goal to understand? Quietly let go of your need to be the victor. Instead, try to find the single valid point in the other person's argument and acknowledge it. You are not surrendering. You are choosing wisdom over warfare. 7. The golden cage of comfort. Your comfort zone feels safe. It's predictable. It's easy. It's also a beautiful golden cage. No growth can happen inside of it. No real transformation. Just the slow, quiet death of your potential. The psychological principle of anti-fragility, popularized by Nassim Taleb, teaches us that some systems don't just withstand stress, they require it to get stronger. Your muscles need resistance to grow. Your mind is no different. Don't try to escape the cage all at once. Just quietly, once a day, stick a hand outside the bars. Do one small thing that is uncomfortable. Make the phone call you've been avoiding. Take a cold shower. Go to the gym when you don't feel like it. Each act of calculated discomfort is you telling your subconscious, I am not defined by the size of this cage. 8. The blame game. Something goes wrong in your life. The project fails, the relationship ends, the opportunity is lost. The default human instinct is to look for someone or something to blame. The economy, your boss, your partner, your past. When you blame, you're giving away your power. You are telling the universe that you are a victim of circumstances, a passive character in your own life's story. The philosopher Viktor Frankl wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response." Blame is the choice to surrender that power. The next time something goes wrong, no matter how small, resist the urge to blame. Instead, ask yourself one simple, powerful question. What is my role in this? And what is my next move? Quietly shift from a mindset of blame to one of responsibility. and you will feel your power return instantly. 9. The weight of your past. Look around your physical space, the clothes you haven't worn in years, the junk drawers filled with forgotten objects. Now look inside your mental space. The old grudges you still hold, the past failures you still replay, the limiting beliefs you formed in childhood. Your past, both physical and mental, has weight, and you are carrying it with you every single day. An uncluttered space creates an uncluttered mind, and an uncluttered mind has room for peace, creativity, and the future. Choose one small area to declutter this week. It could be your desktop, one drawer, or your phone's contact list. As you physically let go of what is no longer needed, practice mentally letting go of one old grudge or one past mistake. Quietly create the space for the person you are becoming. 10. The cost of maybe you have projects you are kind of working on, friendships you are kind of maintaining, goals you are kind of pursuing. Maybe and kind of are two of the most draining phrases in our vocabulary. A half commitment is a full-time energy leak. It occupies mental real estate without paying rent in the form of results. It is the slow, quiet fatigue of indecision. Make a list of your maybes. For each one, make a decision. A clear yes or a firm no. If it's a yes, schedule the next action. If it's a no, officially let it go. Quietly trade the exhaustion of indecision for the clean, light energy of a full commitment. We've talked about 10 things to eliminate. The world tells you that growth is about addition, learning more, doing more, becoming more. But sometimes, the most profound growth comes from subtraction. It comes from the quiet, deliberate art of unbecoming everything that isn't you. Think of yourself as a sculptor, and your life is a block of marble. Your masterpiece, the strongest, freest, most authentic version of yourself, is already inside. Your job is not to add more to it. Your job is to chip away everything that is not it. Every time you quietly eliminate one of these weeds, you are making another cut. You are revealing more of the masterpiece within. This process doesn't require an announcement. It doesn't need applause. It just needs your quiet, consistent action. The most powerful changes are the ones no one sees you make, until one day, all they can see is the result. So, pick one, just one, and quietly, for yourself, make the cut today.